What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review. Today we're going to look at some charts. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Hex. I also have an insane story about a guy who got robbed of his crypto, and I'm going to show you what we can do to help him out. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin had a crazy move, and it is out of nowhere, and here's why. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the daily chart right now. As you can see, Bitcoin was not gaining support on this 200-day, but it was respecting this fib pivot. As you can see, it was bouncing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now, usually the more times that it bounces, the probabilities of it crashing through the pivot is higher. This time it just up and went, and this is below the daily 200. This is a very, very strange range, but it does give you confidence in these Fibonacci pivots. These are beautiful. These do work. Now, with that being said, just let me go on a little rant here. Fractals are not TA. Fractals are a joke. Hey, look, here's a peak, here's a trough. Here's a peak, here's a trough. Fractals are a joke. Learn real TA. If your guy is showing you fractals, find somebody else like me. But this move was out of nowhere. Technically, the probabilities were down, but it wrecked everybody, and it's right here in the middle of nowhere a little bit. Maybe it can make more sense on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, it's resisting this pivot. Please tell me pivots don't work. Maybe we can come down here and cool down. If you missed this pump and you want in, maybe try 4,600 area and see if you can break through the pivot. If not, then sell, get out of there because we're going back down. But it looks pretty good to me. Ethereum not as strong as a move here. If we look at Ethereum, it did pop up over the pivot. It did actually confirm this breakout here on the pivot, and it's above the 21 on the daily chart, meaning it is in a daily uptrend because we trade the 21 exponential moving average here. Ethereum on the 4-hour chart holding this 4-hour pivot beautifully. I guess a buy here would be either at the 200 if you missed it at 3,100, or down here at 3,000 at this lower pivot here. And we're looking at BTCD. Yeah, it did kind of pop up. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. As you can see, Bitcoin is pumping harder than everything else. But as far as dominance confidence goes, I just don't see it. Hex on the daily chart. Hex is still holding the daily exponential moving average, the 21, meaning it is holding that daily uptrend. It was falling down, but what did it do? It hit these pivots right here. This was your buy. 38 cents is your buy. It could bounce at the 55 if we break down at 33 cents. Otherwise, you're looking at 28 cents as your next big buy. Set your orders there just in case there's a wick. There's a lot of people selling right now. There's a lot of end stakers selling, so you might get filled. Sol's looking good, very, very bullish. It looks like it is kind of shy of this 55 exponential moving average. I would say the 55 would be a buy at about 120, but it did confirm this pivot. It's doing the same thing Ethereum is doing. By the way, if you think I'm full of crap, look at my last video where I called the Hex 38 cent buy. Hey guys, bear with me on this. It's a little bit hard to read because he's writing with a Belarus accent. But let's get through this. It's 001. He was an anon on Twitter, but now he's showing his face. He was kidnapped. And here's what he writes. It says, "The thing I will mention may look gross, and I sincerely regret for this, but I was just kidnapped a few days ago and strangled to death. I will add some details into this because the story about how I was resurrected in that condition and came home is a story for a movie. All my life savings, I was all in crypto, from Binance was stupidly drained to BSC address by kidnappers who wanted to take my life as well. With Binance pegged USDT, he had about 523,000 in USDT. And he mentions that he hit up CZ to freeze the funds." So, all right, this dude was kidnapped, left for dead, and the first thing he does is hit up CZ to get his coins. Hey, laser eyes on this guy. This dude is a true crypto head. I mean, that's probably the first thing I would think is, yo, get my funds and then we'll sort out the rest later. This is the look of my second birth and the one of a man who sold the flat for $80K in 2020 to get onboarded and ride it up to $500,000. I now have $3K left for my second living, but I am still happy that I was giving life to live. So yeah, he's just saying that he sold his house. He has worth $80,000 in 2020 and now turned it into $500,000, which is an incredible story. Here is the proof, the BSC scan address. These are the wallets with my kidnapped life savings. LOL. Hey, at least he can laugh. Still, most of them untouched and can be frozen. Here's the withdrawal request. You have requested to withdraw 261,000 USDT, and another one 262,000 USDT. And here is the murderer and kidnapper's BSC address. He says, I live in Kaliningrad, offshore about 300 kilometers part of Russia inside the EU zone, and it happened on the 27th of September at about 11 p.m. He says he was pulled out from his parked car right in front of the windows of our governor, probably the governor's mansion, next to the Belarusian embassy building. I still can't believe this happened in 2021. He was held tied up in a mask for 24 hours in an unknown location. After I unlocked the iPhone with Binance two-factor authentication codes to let them drain the funds. The second night I was strangled to death and thrown out in the forest without clothes, hidden under a bunch of branches. Sorry for such creepy details. Even I didn't expect this to happen in Mother Nature. Luckily, because I was IV sedated with random drugs by kidnappers, they could not check my heartbeat and thought I was done. Brain needs not much oxygen in that condition, which was still enough in my blood. So my breath came back later and I was given a second birth. So they strangled this guy to death to the point where he had such a faint heartbeat that they thought he was dead, but he survived. I was lucky enough to get out of the forest in complete darkness at 4 degrees Celsius to find the nearest village, and I was sent to the ER and to file later criminal charges to the police. Still up and good. I believe crypto Twitter has some deep heart inside of everyone, and we can pump this message until Binance CNZ confirms that this case can be closed in the luckiest outcome for human beings. Guys, love everyone. Cheers. Here's some pictures. Let's take a look at this guy. I believe him. Look at, he got roughed up bad. His eyes are absolutely bleeding, and I think that right there is a sign of strangulation when the blood vessels in your eyes pop up, but I don't see any marks around his neck. And then here's him before he got wrecked, and here's another picture. This looks like right when they found him. Yeah, you can see strangulation marks right here and here, and eyes bleeding. Dude, this guy got messed up. This guy got seriously screwed up. I hope the best for this guy. I hope he gets his funds back, and I hope they catch these guys and put them away for good. Remember out there, watch your back, and if you're flexing real hard, you better really watch your back. Hey guys, I'm trying to keep these videos under 10 minutes right now, so please like this, subscribe, and I'll leave the Twitter link inside the description so you can retweet this and hopefully help get this guy his funds back. If we work together, maybe we can help out. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.